Good afternoon, everyone in the virtual village hall. It's a real privilege to be bringing the Brainfit Workout to you in the Mindspace week. The Royal Voluntary Service bringing you the Mindspace week this week. It was Mental Health, National Mental Health Day yesterday, the 10th of October, and it's just wonderful to see so much on the programme this week. So do jump on with lots of different things and get involved. It's so important to look after our mental well-being, and there's lots of different things on this week, so do take a look. I'm bringing you the Brainfit Workout this afternoon. If you haven't done the Brainfit Workout with me before, then welcome, and if you're back again, then welcome back. The Brainfit Workout is the use of positive affirmations whilst movement taking place with movement and exercise. We combine the two together and it's such a positive and energizing experience. So this workout can be done standing, it can be done in the chair, or you can do a combination of standing to floor or standing to chair. So please don't worry. If you're able to get up and down on the floor, then you will need something to lay on. If you are unable to and you prefer to stay in the chair or use the chair whilst we're doing the floor section, then feel free. I give adaptions all the way through, so please feel free to join in a way that suits you. I'm going to pop some music on in a moment, and we're going to begin the session. But before we actually begin the movement part of the session, we do a lovely grounding exercise to begin with. So whether you're standing or in a chair, you can do this, the Brainfit Workout, in bare feet, in shoes, in your socks, but do make sure that you are not going to slip on the surface that you're on. Those socks with the little grips on the bottom are fantastic. And the main thing is about being comfortable. So if you're standing, I want you to soften your knees, legs hip width apart, relax your arms down by your side. If you're in the chair, just sit back in the chair, relax. Just relax those arms and shoulders. And we're just going to do a lovely grounding exercise before we start the movement section. So just allow your body and your breathing to slow down. And if you feel comfortable doing so, just soften your gaze or close your eyes. Continue to relax your arms and shoulders and allow your breathing to slow down. Now we're going to begin to rock gently from side to side. So just gently distributing that weight from one foot to the other if you're standing. And if you're seated, just gently rock your body very slowly, very gently from side to side, continuing to really relax those arms and shoulders. Just let them hang, let them flop by your side. And just relax. Allow your body to relax down. Allow your breathing to slow down. And just take a moment to draw your attention to the rise and fall of your chest as you gently breathe in and out. Continuing to rock. It's a lovely rocking, mesmerizing movement. Not too fast. And as you do so, you'll notice your body beginning to relax further. Your arms might feel a little bit heavier. Your shoulders moved away from your ears. And your breathing slowed down. Just let that tension go as you gently sway. And just take a moment to focus on the breath and the rocking movement. And very gently, we're going to bring yourself to a standstill. So slow the rocking movement down very gently until you come to a standstill. And begin to widen your gaze, nice and slowly. Open your eyes or unsoften your gaze. And then bring both shoulders slowly up towards your ears. Take them back and down. And we're going to begin the movement section. So stay where you are, seated or standing, shoulders back and down, nice and relaxed. I'm going to pop some music on and we're going to begin with some gentle movement. And we're going to add some lovely positive affirmations in with these movements. So if you're in the chair right now, I want you to shuffle yourself to 2/3 of the chair. Sit yourself nice and tall. Pull those shoulder blades back and down. If you're standing, knees soft, shoulders back and down. Nice big smile this Monday afternoon. Okay, we're going to begin with a lovely arm formation. And I'm going to demonstrate this to you to begin with. So you're going to reach it up, out, and down. Join me when you're ready. So you reach it up, out, and down. Nice strong arm movements. So imagine you're pushing any tension away with those nice strong arm movements. Up, out, and down. Nice big smile as we go. Out and down. Good. Reach it up, out, and down. Good. Strong positive arm movements. We're going to add an affirmation into this movement. So you can say the affirmation out loud or in your head. Okay, are you ready for it? Here we go. I feel positive. And again, I feel positive. Really mean it with a smile. I feel positive. Let's lift the energy. I feel positive. And again, I feel positive. Once more. I feel positive. Relax the arms. So we're going to add something into this sequence. So if you're in the chair, continue with that same formation. If you're standing, we're going to step to the side. Watch the change. I feel positive. Other side. I feel positive. Good. And again. I feel positive. Other way. I feel positive. Change sides. I feel positive. Once more. I feel positive. Back to center. Relax here. So you've begun the first formation. We're going to add another little section into this. So if you're standing, you're going to gently squat down. Reach your arms up. If you're in the chair, I want you to just flush those arms up and down. Nice strong arm movements. Here we go. We're going to add in a second affirmation. Okay, are you ready for it? A real positive one. Let's get that vibe high. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. Really mean it. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. And again, my vibe is high. My vibe is high. Once more. My vibe is high. Float those arms down and relax. So we're going to put those two bits together. So we've got I feel positive and my vibe is high. Are we ready? Big smile. Let's go. I feel positive. And again. I feel positive. Really mean it. I feel positive. Other side. I feel positive. I feel positive. Here we go. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. And again, my vibe is high. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. Last time, my vibe is high. Float those arms down and relax. So heart rate should be up, feeling a little bit warmer. Feel that energy level lifting. We're going to gently sweep both arms up above your head, whether you're in the chair or standing. Reach those arms up, knees soft. Now if you're standing, we're going to roll down towards the floor. If you're in this chair, just gently roll yourself forward, not too far, so you don't topple forward. As far as you feel comfortable, and then you're going to roll yourself back up, slow and steady. As far as you feel comfortable, and then as you get there, rebuild that spine. Roll yourself back up. Pop those arms up above your head, little pause at the top, and then down you go again. Focusing on your breath as you gently roll down and up, nice and gently, moving in a way that feels comfortable for your body. Remember, everybody's body is different. A little reach up at the top, down we go again. We're going to do one more. Rolling down nice and slowly. Focus on that breath. Bringing yourself back up. A little pause at the top. Sweep those arms down. And we're back to that positive affirmation. Are you ready? I feel positive. Let's get that energy lifted. I feel positive. And again, I feel positive. Strong arms. I feel positive. Other side. I feel positive. Once more. I feel positive. Gently reach, squat, and reach. Your arms go up if you're in the chair. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. Really mean it. My vibe is high. With a smile. My vibe is high. My vibe is high. Once more. My vibe is high. Float those arms down and relax. Have a little breather. Have a little bit of a relax. Let's soften those knees. If you're in the chair, sit back in the chair. Relax those arms. We're going to take nice 3 deep breaths in. So breath in, gently blow out. Float those arms down as you exhale. And again, breath in, gently blow out. Once more, breath in, gently blow out. To take, if you're standing, take one foot in front of the other. If you're seated, I want you to take your feet, so you're sitting 3/4 of the chair, take your feet a little bit further out, okay, a little bit further away from you. Those that are standing, we're going to roll onto your toes, back onto your heels, relax your arms down by your side. If you're seated in the chair, I want you to lift those toes, tap, tap, so you're going to go onto your heels and tap those toes down. You're standing forward and back, rolling through that foot. You're in the chair, down and up. Good, get a nice rocking movement going. Relax those arms and shoulders. So as you roll through that foot, you're going to go onto your toes, back onto your heels. Just go as far as you feel comfortable. This is going to challenge the balance a little too. If you're in the chair, continue to bring those toes up towards your shins. Tap them down. Good. We're going to add an affirmation into this, which is, my balance is great. My balance is great. Really mean it. My balance is great. Yes, it is. My balance is great. And again, my balance is great. Last time, my balance is great. Slow that rocking down nice and gently. Bring those toes to a standstill if you're in the chair. Change stance. So if you're standing, you're going to take that other foot forward, the other leg behind. Take a moment to find that stance for you, okay? So think train tracks. If you're in the chair, you are lifting and lowering those fronts of your toes up towards your shins. You're going to really activate those muscles down the fronts of your shins, okay? Gently begin to rock if you're standing. Lift and lower those toes if you're in the chair. Big smile. Let's add the affirmation. My balance is great. My balance is great. Yes, it is. My balance is great. With a smile. My balance is great. And again. My balance is great. Last time. My balance is great. Slow that rocking down. Bring those toes to a standstill. Turn and face. And relax here. Do have a drink if you need one. This is the part where we're going to move to the floor. If you prefer to stay in the chair or you'd now like to sit on a chair rather than lay down on the floor, then do feel free. You will need something to lay on, and the meditation section. So we're going to do a little bit of stretching and strength on the floor or in the chair. I will give alternatives for both. And then we move into meditation at the end. So there'll be 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of meditation at the end. Do get blankets, cushions, anything that makes you comfortable. With meditation, it's about being comfortable and what's comfortable for you. So now is the time to run and grab those things as we move to the chair or the floor. And do make sure if you are getting down on the floor that you've got something comfortable to lay on. Really important. So do join me on the floor in the chair. We're going to start in a seated position. Everybody, whether you're on the floor or the chair, sitting on your bottom, feet out in front of you, okay? If you're in the chair, make sure you're shuffled forward so your back is not against the back of the chair, but don't wobble off. So just 2/3 of the chair at the front, sitting nice and tall. Those of you that are on the floor, sit nice and tall on those bottom bones, knees bent, okay? We're going to do a little bit of strength work, okay? So focusing on that mid section. So we're connecting the mind and the muscle with some positive affirmations. So I want you to sit nice and tall, whether you're in the chair or the floor, and take your arms out in front of you. I want you to think about your shoulder blades right now and pull them back and down. Keep hold of that smile. Okay, we're going to roll back, whether you're in the chair or on the floor. Just roll yourself back gently. No leaning your back against the back of the chair. Hold that position. You'll feel those tummy muscles activate. Keep pulling those shoulder blades back and down. I want you to hold this position, and we're going to say that positive affirmation, which is, my core is strong. Really mean it. My core is strong. That's your midsection. My core is strong. And again, my core is strong. My core is strong. Once more, my core is strong. Bring yourself forward and relax. Just rest and relax, whether you're in the chair or on the floor. Have a little breather. We're going to add in a second affirmation. We're going to repeat that movement. It's an isometric contraction, so we're holding that position, but we're going to repeat it with 2 affirmations. One is, my core is strong. The second is, my body is great. Our bodies are amazing, and that's why we must look after them. So sit nice and tall. Arms out in front, whether you're in the chair or on the floor. Let's roll back, pull those shoulder blades back and down, and hold. Here we go. My core is strong. My body is great. Yes, it is. My core is strong. My body is great. And again, my core is strong. My body is great. Once more, my core is strong. My body is great. Come forward. Just relax. Let those tummy muscles relax. Let those legs relax. Let that body just flop. And just breathe for a moment. Okay, if you're in the chair, now is the time to sit yourself back in the chair. If you're on the floor, I want you to lay yourself down. Lay yourself down. Do you have a cushion to support your head if you're laying down? If you're in the floor, if you're in the chair, sit back. Hopefully you've got a back on your chair and just relax into the chair. Take your legs out a little bit wider than hip width. Let those feet flop out. Take your arms down by your side and just rest and relax. Let your breathing slow down. So before we head into meditation, we're going to do some nice gentle stretching to relax the body down. So I want you to gently sweep both arms up above your head, whether you're in the chair or on the floor, and reach those arms up. Big stretch out. Walk those feet a little bit closer together. Point those toes. Stretch out your whole body, full body stretch. Remember to just gently breathe through as you stretch. And then rest and relax. Let those feet flop out. Sweep those arms down by your side. Okay, those that are on the floor, just gently bending those knees, feet flat on the floor. You're going to bring both knees in towards your chest and give yourself a nice hug. If you're in the chair, just lean yourself forward slightly. Give those knees a hug. You can do single knee at a time if you're in the chair. Bring one knee up, hug it, then the other. Just hug those knees in. Relax the feet and ankles. Just take this time to focus on your breath as you just gently stretch. Okay, let the knees move away. If you're on the floor, let that lower back make contact, that lumbar to contact the floor. Just going to gently rock from side to side and massage that lumbar into the mat. If you're in the chair, just gently rock, nice and gently, side to side, sitting tall. Okay, now bring the knees back to centre. Pop both feet down on the floor, sliding one foot out, then the other. Let those feet flop out and just rest and relax. If you're in the chair, sit back in the chair once again. Just let your body be still, be relaxed and calm. Okay, we're going to move into the meditation section. So now is the time to get in a comfy position. I'm going to change the music, but you need to find a nice comfortable position for you. So with meditation, I'm going to sit myself up to talk to you. You can stay laying down as I am. You can lay on your side if you wish. You can be seated in the chair and sat back and relaxed. You can be standing, however you feel comfortable. Now is the time to get in that comfortable position. Blankets, cushions, feel free to just now take a moment to get yourself comfy. I'm going to change the music and then I'll be leading you through some guided meditation, positive and motivational guided meditation in a few moments. So now is the time to get yourself nice and comfy. Like I said, there's no right or wrong, and also with meditation, it's a very personal thing, so it's about being comfortable for you. And I also say to people, please feel free during the guided meditation, if you want to move, shuffle, or feel like, oh, I'm not quite comfy there, and you want to move positions, feel free. Honestly, there really is no right or wrong. It's all about being the most comfortable and relaxed that you can be. Right, let's find this music for you, and we shall begin. So yeah, do get yourself nice and comfy, relax down. So I want you to just take a moment to focus on your breathing. So allowing your breathing to slow down. There we go, it's working. And just, there we go. Slight technical hitch. It doesn't want to work, but it will work. And just allow that breathing to really slow down. I do apologise. It's not very relaxing when it won't work, is it? Going to carry on without it. So I want you to just get you in a nice comfortable position. Allow that breathing to slow down. Allow your body to relax. And close your eyes if you feel comfortable closing your eyes. And we're going to take the body down further with a lovely, gentle breathing exercise to begin with. So I want you to take a nice, deep breath in. And then gently exhale for as long as you wish. And as you exhale, just allow your body to relax. And again, nice deep breath in. And exhale. And as you're exhaling, just allow your body to relax. And be still. This time, as you exhale, I want you to imagine you're blowing away any aches, pains, any tension. Imagine you're blowing them all away. So take a nice deep breath in and exhale, blowing them all away and allowing your body to relax. Be still and calm. So we're now going to begin with a nice, gentle body scan. So what you should just take a moment to focus on your toes. We're going to begin at your toes. And I want you to visualize or sense or a sound. It could be a place, it could be a colour, it could be a moment. It's a sense that means something to you. I want you to visualise it at your toes. Something calm, something still, something peaceful. And as it begins at your toes, I want you to visualise it travelling into your calves. That calm, peaceful, energizing. As it travels from your calves into your thighs. Whatever that may be for you, Really visualize it. Take yourself there. That warm, calm and energizing is filling you from your thighs into your pelvis. And as it travels from your pelvis to your chest, feel that energy. Noticing your body feeling more relaxed. As it moves from your chest to your shoulders. Your shoulders suddenly feel more relaxed as they move away from your ears. That calm, positive energy as it travels from your shoulders down your arms. It's relaxing. Gently moves down your arms right to your fingertips. Your whole body feels calm, relaxed, supported, and at ease. If you find your mind starts to wander, just draw your attention back to that visualization or that sound or that sense that started at your toes, that calm sense that means something to you. Draw your attention back to it. Really allow your body to be calm, relaxed, and supported. Soaking in all that energy from those positive affirmations. Reminding yourself of those affirmations. I feel positive. My vibe is high. My body is great. Really soaking it all in. Okay, very, very gently, I want you to begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Just bringing your awareness back to the room. You can keep your eyes closed if you wish. And just gently wiggle and have a little bit of a move. And just bring your awareness back to the room. Very gently. And then when you feel ready, just take your hands to cup your eyes, keeping your eyes closed behind your hands. And then in your own time, opening your eyes. So you're just giving your eyes time to adjust to the light. And taking your hands, floating them away when you feel ready. Okay, if you're in a laying position, just gently, very, very slowly, take your time, bringing yourself up into a seated position. There really is no rush. Just allow your body to come to. And if you're already in a seated position, just have a bit of a wiggle and a move around. I'm going to move myself back a touch. And once you're up in a seated position, you can be seated however you feel comfortable, whether that's legs crossed, feet out in front of you. If you have a blanket, do keep it around you if you wish. You should be feeling relaxed and very chilled out, and I want you to leave the Brainfit workout today feeling like that and energized. So do keep the blanket around you if you wish. We're going to come up into standing, but I want to do this very slowly, so you're giving your body time to adjust. So come up into standing in a way that suits you. If you've been in a chair and you've been sat the whole time, remember you have been sat or on the floor for a length of time. So it's about coming up in a way that suits you. Now is the time to come up. Do take your time. There really is no rush. And once you are up on your feet, just gently pedaling those heels. Do hold on to something if you need to. Just get that blood flow going. So you're just gently pedaling those heels, bringing the blood back up to where it needs to be. Nice and gently. And then relaxing your feet there. So whether you remain seated, that's up to you. That's completely fine. If you come up onto your feet, soften your knees. Standing nice and tall. We're going to place one hand on our tummy and one hand on our chest. And I want you to splay those fingers. You'll feel that warmth, feel that energy of your body on your hands. Just gently breathing in and out as I speak. Feel that energy. We're going to take 3 nice deep breaths in to finish. So take a nice deep breath in and exhale for as long as you wish. Keep hold of that warmth, feel that energy. And again, breath in and exhale. I'm just going to do it once more. I want you to really soak in that warm, positive energy. Feel that warmth on your hands. Let's take a nice deep breath in for the last time. And exhale. And gently float those hands away. Take them down by your side. And we're done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Apologies for my technical hitch with music. My player wouldn't work for some reason for the meditation. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel energized, relaxed. Enjoy the rest of this wonderful week that they've got on for us. The fabulous Royal Voluntary Service and the Virtual Village Hall. And do look after yourself. Take care. I'm Sam Godfrey, and that was the Brainfit Workout. I will be back again, so do look out for me. Have a wonderful week, and I hope you feel positive and revitalised. Take care. Bye.